Hey guys, this is System, and this is Skyopolis 4. Hope everyone is well, having a utterly amazing day. Let's go ahead and take our last look at this pack. Probably going to be wrapping up this series. That's kind of the plan. We're going to kind of move on. I am looking for a new pack, so if anyone can suggest one, please do it down in the comments. And yeah, let's take a little look here and talk about why I'm moving on and what we're doing here, right? So my plans, like I said, is to move on to another pack. My main reason is I just don't feel the end game of this pack, right? I'm not saying anything's bad about this pack, first and foremost. Nothing's wrong with this pack. It is pretty standard, is really good. I really enjoyed this pack. Was a great pack to come back to, obviously, with Minecraft, where I had a break there. But I'm not a fan, like myself, I'm not a fan of this in the end of the pack, right? This here. This is no fun to me. The only packs that I ever seen that have done this really well, and don't get me wrong, this is done in pack after pack after pack, and it's just become a standard, right? They're like, what endgame mods do we have? And they go to something like Singularities or Draconic Evolution. Not that it's been out for 1.16, but it will be soon. And then that's their endgame. That's just the endgame, right? And I'm just not a fan of it. It's just spammy, right? So, I mean, I could go ahead and set up the crafting for all these crafting cores. Go ahead and do that. And set up the crafting for all the quantum compression, all this stuff. I mapped it out to need about 250,000 of any given item to make one of these Singularities for enough to make all the creatives for the pack. I had only planned to actually do one ultimate ingot anyway. That was my plan. But I'm not even going to do that because literally it's just setting up recipes at this point, honestly. I'd have to automate this Ender Crafter. So I would have had to automate that, and I would have had to automate the crafting core, then just pump items into the compression things. It would have been pretty much done. And we have most of it, right? So if I go over here and look at this, I had everything set up that we could already create or already just had coming in through bees. And this was everything here, right? So we have a lot of it, and we just had to add to it. And the only things that were going to take any work at all whatsoever were these Singularities. Like even these Gaia Spirit Agates, you literally just fight Gaia 1, which is the first one, once, which takes nothing. Then you can just use the Runes of Absolute Power to double them up. So that's the thing. And you can do the same thing with like Terra Steel and stuff as well. So would not have been a big deal at all. But the rest of it is literally automating 3 machines and waiting. That's honestly all it would have been. And not a fan. Also this too, I want to just give some people some tips. For people who are going to continue to play this pack, this right here, the Ender Crafter. There used to be a item with extended crafting called the Automation Core. No, was it Automation Interface? It's not part of the mod anymore, or it's been disabled. I have no idea. So you go to Extended, right? There you go. It's just not there anymore. So you don't have it. It kind of looks like that, right? And it has a kind of interface, and you can set it to a single recipe that automate this crafter. That's not here. So the only way you're going to be able to automate this in this pack that I've seen is going to be because it's a craft grid, right? So you can't do that. I can't pipe items in here. There's no way to save a recipe, nothing like that. The only way you're going to be able to automate this, I think, is going to be... Oh, I have this recipe wrong, too. Let's fix that so it actually working. It's going to be RF Tools Control. That's going to be the way you do it. And, yeah, definitely going to be a difficult one to do. But, yeah, it's going to be RF Tools Control because we don't have Computer Craft or anything like that. You need something that can be able to move items and tell it what slots go into, basically. Any mod that can do that would be able to automate this. But, like I said, I think all we have is RF Tools Control. I honestly don't even know that mod well enough to do that. I think I only know how to move items to point A to point B and move a redstone signal with that mod. Something I probably need to learn in time. But if you're going to continue with the pack, that's something you're probably going to want to do if you're going to want to automate everything. So that is definitely something. But, yeah, I really have enjoyed this pack, though. This was a great pack to come back to. I've loved a lot of the mechanics. This was fun. I really enjoyed setting up. I have to say one thing this pack did really well was integrate pneumatic craft. Most packs don't do that very well. They just kind of throw pneumatic craft into a pack and just leave it tossed to the side, right? They did a really good job with this, using the processors and the flux networks with the actual assembly setup. Really cool integration. Wish more packs did stuff like that. Maybe not with the processors, because usually when you want them, and this is a little slow. Definitely good for the flux networks or anything else for that matter that you wanted to use it for, which was really cool. Also, I really like the fluid conversion in this pack. It was cool. I wish they used it more though. In game, I guess this stuff here. Wish this was used a lot more actually. So you just felt like your start of the pack went all the way to the end of the pack. Because right now I'm using like 5 or 6 recipes, I think, in total, right? There isn't even much that I ended up needing endgame. So yeah, this felt a little lackluster because it was a really cool start to the pack, but didn't really lead to the end. So it was just integrated more to the end, basically, is what I'm trying to say there. Would have been a little cooler, but still really cool. Really liked the mechanics. Everything was cool. Rats does seem tacked on. I will put that out there. Rats needs to be stopped being put into a lot of packs because it doesn't fit into a lot of packs. I feel Rats is more for, I don't know, packs where you start off like in a real rustic world, you know what I mean? Where you're just, you got nothing, and then you're moving from there. Sevtech. Rats would have fit into Sevtech. There you go. Maybe you get what I'm thinking with that, right? So anyway, that is a thing. Really love power. Enjoyed doing that. Enjoyed all the bee stuff as well. My only issue with the bees in this pack, again, I'm just going over my issues as well as what they did really well. What I personally think they did really well was bees for resources is really cool. Getting the apiaries was cool, all that stuff. They just didn't make me do any breeding. I haven't had to breed a single bee. I just got all the eggs handed to me by going to the bumble zone, flying around and grabbing them, but as well as the quest line, right? So the quest line gave you an immense amount of eggs. They were just all over the place, right? Especially this one down here. Yeah, you got like 5 just for this one. This one here actually gave me a dragon egg, right? I think it was this one. Or maybe it was this one. Oh, there's another 3 there. Might have been this one. One of them gave me the dragon eggs, or the dragon bee. So, like, just everything. Just everything is insane. I did really enjoy the currency system as well, actually, and using the Amadrone, which was another really good use of new Metacraft. So, as a whole, this pack is solid. Really good. Really enjoyable. And for most people, if you enjoy the extended crafting and doing singularities, you'll love the end game, right? So, I think it's just me. It's a personal thing, but that is basically why I'm wrapping up this series, right? But yeah, I've enjoyed it. I feel like we're pretty much end game anyway. It would have been just setting up 54 recipes, I suppose, and then doing a little bit more with these, I think, because these runes are going to be used for a couple things as well. But outside of that, we had pretty much everything already. It was just putting it all together. So, like I said, going to wrap up this series. It was a good time. Have to say thank you to everyone for the support. You guys have been great with my return, as always. And, yeah, tonight, too, I'm going to be streaming on Twitch. That's going to be something I do. So after I wrap up this video, I'm going to go eat. I'm going to go visit my mother for a couple minutes. And then I'm going to probably come home and set up a stream. So probably 2 to 2.5 hours after this video goes out, I will be live on Twitch. It will be a scuff stream, so that'll be definitely a thing. It's been definitely scuffed. I only streamed once this week. It's been like half a year, maybe even more than that since I streamed before that. But I streamed on Sunday, just kind of impromptu to make sure everything was working still. And I ended up streaming like 8 hours or something crazy like that. But it was scuffed. It was very, very scuffed. People had a lot of laughs at me, I think. But it was a good time. I'm playing in Ignimatica 6 over there. So that'll be probably what I'm playing over there as well. Because I'm getting kind of ready for, at some point, we're going to have an Ignimatica 6 expert mode as well. That is on the horizon. I don't know how long that is. That could still be like months away. But I know it's being made. So I want to take a look at what they have there and fool around with stuff, right? So definitely cool, definitely awesome, and definitely going to wrap up this series, and I have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it too, but I think I'm just getting long-winded now, so I'm going to go ahead and end this series here. So as always, if you guys like this video and this series, hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next series, and I hope you guys all have a good one.